Luke, we last spoke just after our 1-0 loss to Barnet. Have you had time to watch that game back and reflect on the result?
Yeah, I watched it back. It's never as bad as what you think it is on the night. It's never as good as what you think it is on the night. The goal comes from a lack of concentration on our part, not taking the ascendancy to clear the ball. We had a good spell towards the back end of the game, and we've spoken about it and addressed it this week to put some bits into practice. Thursday, Friday in prep for Grimsby on Saturday, trying to get back to where we were at the start of the season, and that's the task we have in hand.
And we are 4 games without a win. Does that worry you at all?
Nah, listen, you can't let it fester. You have to ensure that you're continuing to be positive. We went to Boreham and beat it 1-0. We weren't the greatest team in the world then, but we were most definitely not the worst team in the world. So for us to go and lose, or not winning 4, it's the perfect opportunity to go on another run now. And that starts on Grimsby. We start with the run of 1. The opportunity to go and keep a nice distance between us and them in the playoff berth. And we know how tough they're going to be. But yeah, the boys are positive. The week's been really, really good, or the back end of it. And we go into the game tomorrow full of confidence. Our home record speaks for itself. And we've addressed, like I said, a few things after the Barnet game. We've spoken and done the debrief, being myself and Jordan, on our last 6 fixtures. So, yeah, we're forever always trying to improve and build on what we feel's been good. And the aim is to go and get 3 points tomorrow.
And you mentioned just then about the home record. I was going to come to that. How do you think we've managed to keep such an amazing home record this season?
Yeah, I think when you have something to hold on to, it's a little bit more important. That's like when you score a goal and there's 10-15 minutes on the clock, you probably pull on an extra 10-15% of your own performance. So for us to still be unbeaten here and have that as a record at home, it's fantastic. And the boys always allude to it, that anyone that comes in needs to ensure that they're in a game. They know that they're leaving Meadow Park bruised and battled. And for me, it's ensuring that we continue our home form, because that's what stood us in great stead this year. And I have to say, it hasn't been over the course of the last few years. It's always been about an away performances. But yeah, we're excited to welcome Grimsby to town. It's another great test for us, and one we're looking forward to accepting the challenge and going to go and get 3 points.
And they are an informed side at the moment. What can we expect to see from Grimsby Town?
Excellent side, great manager, obviously knows the level inside out, got out of it, got his moves into the league. But yeah, they got great personnel, good experiences, Waterfall and Pearson at 2 centre halves that very accustomed at this level and level above. Crooks at left back, Fetty, that I think's done really well there, has gone and got some important goals. You look at Jones, Burgess, centre of the park, McAtee, who I think is one of the best players in the division. And they got Erico Souza, who I think can turn the game on his head. And they had a good win against Yeovil on Saturday, a big performance. They've only lost 1 in their last 8. I think they've won 6 of them. They were top of the pile at the start of the season, recording win after win, and they had a little bit of a bumpy road in terms of not recording a win, I think, in 8-9. And he's gone and drawn upon his experienced lads to go and pull them out of the proverbial. But for me, we know how tough this division is. We know how tough they're going to be. We believe they're going to bring a fan base. Let's hope we bring just as many, because like I said here last Saturday live on the box, Chesterfield got a penalty back off the back of their fans. So we need to ensure that we're right on our game. And that's all that the message has been the back end of this week. Control what we can control, do what we can do it to the best of our ability, and then hopefully we can go and win a game.
And we've seen some slight changes in the squad in the last few weeks with players coming back. Have we got any news on the players that have gone out and a few players that look to pick up knocks on Tuesday night?
We're hopeful Kane Smith's available. We've had a good positive Thursday, Friday with him. Connor Stevens, Jamie Record will be back available possibly Tuesday. Femi's obviously slightly longer term. Mark Ricketts is going for a scan this evening on his knee after the injury at Barnet. At times it feels like you're getting one back and losing one. But I've said it in my programme notes in previous weeks. We've got a squad now that can compete. It's got a little bit more depth, which we've never really run with away from a pandemic, because you can never tell what sort of that chucks up in terms of positive tests and isolation for certain people. But we've got a squad there that we're really content with. We have to obviously pick the best available players to our disposal, and that will be the case tomorrow. And we go out there with no excuses. Yes, we've got 4 or 5 injuries, but every club has, and we need to deal with it in the best way. And hopefully, long may our home record continue. We go and get another positive 3 points tomorrow.